Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Sir Markadu here. We're here with Mark, and we got some a great broadcast for you today. This is going to help you a lot. Okay? We got talking about a couple of things that really, I believe, hinders people at times. We're dealing with private labeling. In private labeling, let's get there. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things should be added unto you. So how important is that? Okay? Here we go. We're going to go here. Okay? And we're going to be real specific. We're going to open up the lines real soon. Let y'all in here. Okay. You got you a product, your branding, your branding, or you gonna sell a brand, or you gonna do private labeling, and that is a real awesome place to be in. A lot of people really don't understand. I sat with somebody yesterday, and I heard her daughter, and I proceeded to ask her, what is she doing with this? Is it this is a hard one. Is it a hobby or is it a business? So she said, I want to make money. I want to make money with it. I want to do that. And I said, well, you have a shea butter product, and now you have nothing else. And I said, well, what about the other line? I said, if somebody go buy shea butter, they're going to buy the burning oils and the body oils. And they agreed with me. I said, that label has to be just right, because that's where the rubber meets the road. That's your brand. That's getting into that branding. But branding is just like marketing. It's almost synonymous with one another. Once you put that label on there, and I asked her, I said, now on that label, do you have your phone number or any other information? I said, now the least, the minimum that you're going to put on your label is your email. So people can opt in. When they email you, then you captured their email address, right? So that's how awesome it is to brand yourself like that. Now we got I look at, and it really disturbs me, because I really look at my constituents, my business associates. And I look and I said, I said, they really need help. They really need help. It's so crazy that how our community as a whole doesn't really understand branding and marketing. I knew it ever since I was a little boy, but even these days and age, people are really knowledgeable about stuff. And I'm going to talk about one of my associates down in New Orleans. And we've been really tight with our communication. And I think about his street team, and I got another associate down in South Carolina, and I think about their street teams all the time. And I got a brother down in Texas, Desmond, and he got so many different opportunities to brand and market. And I'm looking at a street team. Now we're going to talk about why a brand. See, he doesn't really have a brand right now, but should he private label or should he brand? I believe that the answer to that question, I believe, is both. Private labeling for other people is off the chain. You can private label for yourself, but sometimes it's not a good. I'm not gonna say they're good, but I'm saying sometimes in your best interest to promote another brand. Some companies, that's all they do. They promote, they brand, they label, private label for other companies. Let's take one in for instance. Let's take beans, napkins, plastics, forks and spoons and knives. How difficult, the company that's actually manufacturing the spoons and the forks and stuff, do they really private label for themselves? Or do they make most of their money private labeling for someone else? That's the trick to it. It's like I'm going into the church, right? Excuse me. I'm getting ready to I'm getting ready to work harder with churches with underprivileged children or single household children, at-risk children. Now, do I go in there and private label for that church, not knowing that they know nothing about really that aspect of branding and marketing products? Or do I go in there with Heavenly Body Products, youth fundraising and distribution company? I said go in there with Heavenly Body Products because we got to get these children started. To private label for the church, it's going to take a while. Now, I'm not saying I'll never private label for the church, but we need to start off with a brand that's already in existence. I'm going to open up the lines. I'm going to see what our constituents are thinking out there. The number is 404-286-6700. This is a great opportunity. I really want to know, like even my man Patrick, seeing what he feels about, is it good sometimes just go ahead and market a brand that caters to most, or should they private label? Phone numbers open 404-286-6700. 404-286-6700. Now, let's get this caller. Let's feel what's going on out here in America. And we're going to fix this thing. Caller, you on the air?
Good morning. How you doing?
Hey, Brother Patrick. Good morning, brother. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
So you heard?
I wanted to get in there.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to get in there and talk to you because I don't want to leave that subject before getting clarification and understanding.
Good. Come on, talk to me.
You was talking about going into the church and private labeling, or do you go in and do a fundraiser with your product?
Yes.
I was wondering about that. I was saying, when you say private labeling, are you saying give the church a private label, or are you saying private label individuals in the church?
Now, that's interesting. We got three concepts there. Do you have a brand? Do you go in there with your brand and help them market? Do you private label for the church and help them develop? Or do you private label for the individuals in that church? That's three things, right?
Right.
Okay. let's deal with it. I'm going into this particular church, and I'm real close. I'm going to get in there. I'm going in there with my product first, because my product is called Heavenly Body Products, right?
Right.
It's a youth fundraising and distribution company. This is how I see it. Because my brand is already known and it's already developed, I don't have to develop another label. It's already set in stone, right?
Right.
So now I'm dealing with these particular children that need something, because we already know I'm gonna, once I go in there and communicate with the children, just like I do in the school, one of the first questions I'm gonna ask them is what?
You want to make some money?
That's one of them. But the first initial question I'm gonna ask, I'm telling you, when you ask children this, the youth, young adults, say this is real hard. Here we go. What do you think about every day? You feel me?
Yeah.
You ask a child, what do you think about every day?
Number one answer is
You tell me.
money.
Money. Right? So you captured the essence of their brain cells right there. Now, I'm of course, do you know needing extra cash is a good entry, but now I'm getting a little bit better at the delivery before I ask that question, right? I soften them up. It's just like boxing, right? You throw some jabs, hit them in the body a few times, right? Hit them in the heart. Where's their mind and their heart at? So if I come in there, I'm saying, now these are, most of the, what I'm talking about dealing with is kids that kind of, most kids are really underprivileged in a sense. Most kids, right?
Exactly.
They don't have no money, their families are not rich and all that stuff, right? So,
Right.
I'm asking these children, what do you think about every day? What's some of your top 2 or 3 things you think about? Now, one of them gonna be within that 3 is gonna be money or even sex, right?
Right.
But some of them might say, I think about having a car, right?
Right.
Yeah, especially young adults when you get in there, right? They say, I think about driving every day. I need a car. So, I'm coming into this church. I'm asking some body blow questions, right? And then one of the things I want to say is, so where are you going to make your money from? If you think about money every day, what do you think about where you think about getting it from? That's a good question, huh?
Right.
If you would think about money every day, Patrick, one of the questions I'm going to ask you, where are you going to get the money if you think about it every day? What do you think of, right? Because people can think about where they're going to get it from, correct?
Right.
Most underprivileged kids are thinking, to me, I think, it's something illegal.
It's the easiest thing to think about.
Thank you. Because they're not educated enough to go out and get themselves some money, huh?
Where is that?
Right. So, go ahead.
Where we can say that they are, but they don't know that they are.
Right. So that's where education comes in, right? So now what I'm going to do, and I already got it in me, I'm already going to do it, I'm going to present a product that's already on the market. Because it's already put together. Heavenly Body Product, youth, fundraising, and distribution. So once I show it to them, the label says right there, the header says it right there, youth, fundraiser. So they're going to gravitate towards that, right?
Right.
Right away, they're going to say, oh, Heavenly Body, oh, that's nice, church name, right? kind of, sort of, right? It's a good, nice, soft name, right? A spiritual name. Heavenly, right? Heavenly body. Because when you think about the heaven, you think about the, or church, you think about the body of Christ, right? Coming together, right? As a body. So now, I'm spraying my product, showing they love it. So now I'm saying, now I'm going to give them some prices where they can afford to get down and get in there. Now I'm asking them, is this something that your friends and family might want? Yeah. You feeling me?
Yeah.
So without even communicating with the church right away, or the church or the school or whatever, about private labeling, first let me capture their attention to the product and the brand that's already exists. What do you think about that?
That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
There you go. So
Now
now,
you can capture their attention.
right, wow. They don't know what you're going to bring out of your bag of tricks. So you got their undivided attention, like you said, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So there it is. I present Heavenly Body Pride, and yours is exquisite, right?
Right.
So you present exquisite to them.
And then they'll get to a point where they are starting to take it to their friends and family, and their friends and family are picking up on it. They're making money, and now they want to know how they can have their name.
Come on now. Because
I have my own.
see, but that comes with training, because once you get it acclimated, you get the product going, and then it's going to pop up. It's either going to be now, either we're going to talk about labeling for the church, but by this time, it probably ain't even going to matter. You right? Because you already done injected these kids into having their own brand.
Right.
So this is something that the church or the school is going to endorse quicker, right?
Yeah, because they see the interests of the children.
Exactly. Now here it comes. Here comes the next phase of it. That church now realize, because I'm going to make the church realize, now I'm teaching the kids, the children, and the youth how to pay tithes and offering. Did I hear that? What did I just hear from you?
You heard me laugh because,
Yeah.
you know, when I first started working with you on this product, I had created a program for the youth, and it had something to do with the self-esteem we talked about a show or two. And so it was more about teaching them how to publicly speak. But along with the public speaking, there was them making money, starting a business as a group, showing them how to, from the beginning to the end, buy product, create a name, brand the name, and put the product out there,
Market
sell
it.
it, and put their money up in their savings account and put their money in their tithes and offerings.
Yes.
And the rest goes in their pocket. So
Yes.
we're on the same page. I'm feeling that.
Yes. Because let me tell you something. I, now being a new church member, I'm even understanding the true nature of giving to the church. And what's happening, or not even church, I mean to an entity that's worthy of getting 10%, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now me giving makes me more flexible. It makes me want to get to share with more people the opportunity of getting in the business. I'm excited about, again, even more than I was before I joined the church. Now I'm totally excited, and now opportunities are opening up for me.
Right.
So the same, if it happened for me, isn't that going to happen for our kids, our youth? Isn't this that right? So you look at your son. Let's make it personal, okay? Every time your son goes out and he makes money with you, now you begin to tell him 10% of that got to go this way. 50% got to go that way. Now what is he learning?
Learning how to give back.
Give back, and it's
Save.
gonna and save. And it's gonna increase. It's gonna increase because people realize who you are. Because his name, like mine, they'll find out is gonna go on the roll. Like the payroll. The church can see in his name that he is actually paying tithes. So at some point, what is the upper echelons of the church? What are they going to do? They're going to recognize him, which is going to increase his income. They said, look at this little 14-year-old boy paying tithes and offering from his sales. What's that going to do for him?
Build self-esteem.
You got it. You got it. And it's going to increase
It's
his...
gonna be built.
Huh?
His self-esteem is gonna be built, and he's gonna be eager to give.
Oh, my God. He's going to be trained to give.
Trained to give.
But he's going to also be trained to what? To receive. He knows there's a blessing in it. He knows there's a blessing in it. And I teach, I'm telling him, Mark knows I'm a giver. I love to give because that's when I get to receive. Now that I'm giving to the church is already recognizing me as an entity in their body. I will join that church this weekend, Saturday. I'm going through the new members class. I'm going to learn more about how to give. I spoke to somebody in the church already that recognized me as a force that's going to be able to not be reckoned with. I ain't messing around. I'm not only giving from my pocket, I'm also giving from my body, my mind. They're going to introduce me to these underprivileged kids. I said, those kids are just like me. I told my brother in Christ last night that I was a drug addict, been married 5 times. I ain't scared of nobody. I mean, I have a story to tell and I have product to sell.
That's right.
I mean, I'm a human being just like anybody else. I have faults, I have pride, and I have, success. I have everything that anybody else want in life. I've been through it. And what's wrong with that?
Ain't nothing wrong with that, because if you don't take your clothes off, they would not see the scars that you have beneath.
Uh-oh. Oh,
they
my.
would not see the scars that you have beneath. And then they can feel good about sharing their story.
Absolutely.
You letting them know that it's all right to open up.
It's all right to be.
Yeah.
I'm just a bee. I'm just bee. I'm here. I'm a being, a human being. I'm just being myself.
Good.
And what's wrong with that? To share. See, I know people that don't share. I know they got scars, and they're not willing to share.
No.
Keep talking, preacher.
They don't want nobody to know what they've been through.
But God knows.
I realize by them letting other people know what they've been through, that helps that other person be able to deal with what they're going through.
How you gonna help somebody else and they don't know nothing about you?
Right.
The first thing I used to tell, I would say to somebody, you don't understand. You don't understand what I went through. And the only way I know that you understand is by you telling me what you've been through. I mean, I'm not firing up to talk about it, but I understand what a hypocrite is. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I had no problem sharing with my brother last night something I shared with others. I'm sharing it with the world, ain't I?
Yeah, because they've been through it too. But they don't want to talk about it because they're ashamed. But when you talk about it successful as you are, they can say, well, if he's telling his story, I got the same story. Look, brother, look what I've been through.
You know what?
Now he can change what he's been through and go to the success story that he have in him.
Well, he got the story and the testimony too. He or she.
Yeah.
And it's time.
If you don't have no one to show him that it's something you can tell.
Man. And it's something that you can overcome.
Yeah.
Listen, you hit it on the nose, man. You believe me. I'm going to repeat what you said just a minute ago. Nobody can see the scars if I didn't take my clothes off. But I don't have to take off my clothes. I just tell them I got scars under there.
You got to get naked and unashamed.
Come on, preacher.
And unashamed.
That's when things begin to change.
Yes.
That's when they begin to change. This is where our community begins to change. You know, finally, you know, I tell my story here and there. And what made me feel a lot better was when my son Mark said to me one day, he doesn't even know how much it meant to me. I'm telling him now, right? When he said that everybody been through something, anybody can change, you know?
Yeah.
Because I sent his mother through the ringer, you know? And he knew, he heard some of the video because I went to Boston to interview his mother. I mean, and she told him, so she said, you sure you want me to tell these stories? And she only told a few. She didn't even get a chance to unleash the way, if I had more time. And so, he had a chance right there to judge me. To judge me the way he wanted to judge me. Now that he knows some of the things that I sent his mother through, I believe it affected him for a minute. I don't know, did it? I don't know. But then, shortly after that, he said, man, you went through it. You know, everybody goes through something, and you got through it. And that meant a lot to me, you know?
Right.
Because like you said, a lot of people they don't want to get naked enough to get there. And real quick, Patrick, I'm going to make this, unless somebody else calls in, 404-286-6700. I'm gonna end this broadcast. I'm doing 30 minutes, but I'll do an hour if we got more to talk about. But I don't know if, I believe we hit the mark when it comes to branding and private labeling. Private labeling, my friends, will take your business to another dimension. How have you been doing with private labeling, Patrick?
I've been doing good. I've been creative. I got the agency, the modeling agency label created. They are very excited. They're picking their fragrances before I set them up. But I got their label created. I'll push that to you later on today.
Good. Push it to me if I can see it. If I can analyze it. Because you need a critical eye, and I'm there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about your daughter? What about your daughter?
My daughter, she's up and going. She got her package, and I think she's about ready for me to send her something else. She gonna it gets expensive because I started off at a small scale.
Right.
I only sent her a 12 display, but I sent her some extra ones with the display
for the samples.
So she got so she can have other smells, other fragrances.
But you know what? You said something that really caught me. You said it can get expensive, but that's a small price to pay. Once your daughter gets once she gets that, because if she sold it all, it'd be about $60. that most of that can come right back to you. There's no way. That shipping and handling and all that, she should roll that right back to you, and you can do it again. That next time it's 2 dozen. Right?
That's what she got to. I'm gonna give her that so she can understand that. Say, don't get caught up on your profit at this point, because you getting it in the people's hand right now. You getting it out there because you gonna spend the shipping and handling. You gonna get more when you get the next shipment in, and then you can make more money.
I wish I could talk to her. I wish I could talk to her. You get on a 3-way with me, man, and I will pump her up. She'll be so excited. And you know, I would love for that to be your daughter and your son. And that extends to anybody. I do it all the time. I'll communicate with you. I love it. You know what I want? Go ahead, I'm listening.
I just was gonna say, I'm gonna set it up then.
Set that up and watch what happens. Watch. Both of them are gonna be so happy. They need to be gathering business cards from people. Get that private labeling set up. When they go into these, have you interject yourself into another church yet?
Interjected what?
Have you been to another church and talked to another pastor?
No, I haven't. You said taking my son?
No, have you been to another church, called another church, engaged another church, and said, listen, this is what I got?
No.
That's one of your tasks.
Yes.
You gotta get outside yourself. I know it's been cold and crazy up there lately, but you got to get more business cards, more leads. Matter of fact, remember that sister that got the jewelry and all that?
Yes.
Did she ever do it yet?
No, she got a display, but she got my display. I haven't created her display or label yet.
That's one of your tasks.
I took a picture of it with that cam scanner.
Yes.
I took a picture of it, and I got it. I just haven't created her now.
Hold on, beloved. Hold on 1 second. Caller, you on the air? Caller,
Top of the morning, brother.
Top of the morning.
Down here in the NO.
There you go. Let me hook us in. Let's conference us in. All right, Patrick.
Yeah.
You got your buddy down there, Gatlin down there in the New Orleans, the big NO. He's on the line.
What's up, brother? You all right?
What's happening, brother Pat? What's happening? Oh man, I'm wonderful, I'm excellent. I just been listening to y'all chop it up. You know, I've been sitting by the computer since about 6:45 this morning, ready to get some of this online crack, man. You know, so we finally got plugged in. You know,
it's amazing. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah. So I just been listening, taking notes, taking it in.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Hey Gatlin.
Yeah.
Hey Gatlin, Keith.
Hey,
yeah, I mentioned you earlier this morning, and let me tell you, you was more like a segue for me. And I was thinking about you because you have a street team, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm thinking that because you don't have any private anything. Most of the stuff that you distribute is somebody else's products, right?
Absolutely. Everything is somebody else's products.
Okay?
Yep.
Now,
go
ahead. We talked about should you private label or should you have a brand that can really take off, in your community? And I said you do both. Because you're already in the habit of moving other people's products. And so I told somebody like you would be a shoo-in for somebody like me, right? So if you, even like chronickiller.com, Chronic Killer, that will hit them. That will hit them so hard down there. See, it takes a little longer to keep Gatlin Enterprises out there, right?
Right.
But you still do it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I mean, I love it. I love it. One thing that I know, right? Even though I've been distributing other people's concepts, but what I have been doing over the years, I've been studying business, and I've been studying the manner in which other people do their business. So one thing in mind that came to me, right, when you guys got into that, right, I thought about the internal competition that companies do.
Wow.
Because, see, there are a lot of products that are in the marketplace that people don't know are owned by the same parent company. See? So what you're saying is absolutely perfect. So it doesn't matter to you that one particular product is outselling the other if you're getting a piece of that revenue generated by all of them. Because I'm thinking about it, I may have 4 different kind of chronic killers in the store.
You got it.
Still capitalized.
You got it.
See? So I understand that right there perfectly. So, like you said, it's the shoe-in. So you ask yourself, okay, what product it is that I can basically get me in the door right now? Because when you start from scratch, it's a whole lot of concepts that you have to
Consider. You have to consider.
Together, you know?
You have to consider that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I understand what you mean by the shoe in and where do you start? Like what is it that I am best equipped to do right now?
You got it.
You see?
You got it. And that's why I brought you up this morning, because your team, I'm using you. Your team is to put some of that chronic killer into that market. It's gonna be fast. It's gonna be furious, and it's gonna be serious. It's not gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter if it's you or me. It's not, because I move other people's products every day.
Absolutely.
Every day. Shea butter ain't mine. I don't bring that shea butter in from Africa or the black soap. I get that from another company that I'm marketing for them.
Right.
You see? I mean, all these burners ain't mine. My name, I just moved it. I said, let me move it for you. I got another company that's going to come aboard, and I called him yesterday. And he's a display company. But I found out through a source that he doesn't really move the displays into the open market amongst the other entities that need that product. So I called him yesterday. I said, I would like to meet with you so I can distribute your displays around Atlanta and around America. And he was so excited, because I know he doesn't have a master distributor. I'm going to be his master distributor. I'm going to put out stuff. But when I put it on my website, it's going to look just like it's my product, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. It will be your product.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You can't tell me the stuff that I'm selling, not mine.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you didn't tell nobody, they wouldn't know, right? Just like my brother Patrick said, if I didn't take off my clothes, people would never see the scars.
That's right. That's right.
What? And I'm curious, if you'd like to share with us, what products do you distribute?
Well, I do like name brand. I do like name brand clothing for the most part. Like anything, like over the years that's been popular, you know, I'll sell it. You know, if I can get a deal on it, if it's a good price, I'll buy it and I just resell it. That's really what I've been doing. Wow. Reselling, buying and reselling.
Clothes.
You know,
wholesale and retail. Wholesale and retail.
Yeah, wholesale and retail, because I wholesale also, because I mean, I've been doing it for so long, you know, but I've established relationships, you know, with people, and you know, a lot of people have gotten in and out of this game, but you know, what I do, I focus more on building relationships first.
You're great at it.
Because once I cross a bridge, I want to always be able to go back across that bridge.
Amen.
A lot of people believe in burning the bridges and blowing them up after they cross.
Wow.
They lose their contact. So, you know, so that always allows me to go back and forth and have free passage of travel.
Yeah, free reign.
So, that's right. So, because I mean, I have multiple. I have like 2 other businesses besides, you know, the wholesaling and retailing of merchandise. Because I have a tax business and a snowball business. So.
Wait a minute.
Basically, I take my customers and I just roll them over. You know, I just roll them over.
So you flip them. So you flip
on this turn wheel.
You flip them right on into the next product.
Absolutely.
That's why when I met you, when you was aware of me, and now I'm aware of you, and I think about you every single day, like I do Patrick. And I said, if we ever get that product down there, that burning oil in that body oil, it's on and popping. You hear me? Now I want to ask you a key question. See, this is another reason why I thought about you. And check this out. You got a store. There's somebody right next to you. It's a furniture store, right?
Absolutely. That's right.
Have you sprayed that store yet?
You know what? The first day I got the product, right?
Uh-huh.
And I went to my office, right? That's what I did. I sprayed some in my office, and I went next door, and I sprayed some in there. I mean, it was close to closing time, but I just wanted to see the effects of the chronic killer.
Yeah, what happened?
In there.
What happened?
And it was beautiful. I can't wait. I can't wait until, I mean, the next couple of weeks when those income tax returns start dropping and customers just be everywhere and they get to smelling that aroma. They be like, wow, what is this? Let me get some of that. You know, because it smells so nice in here. Because, you know, 98% of people come in there, it's going to be females. And women love to smell stuff that smell nice.
Absolutely. And, you know, that moves me to the next thing. And now let's talk about that private labeling. Do you feel that he would be better off as a business owner if you private label for him?
Absolutely, because he owns his business. And I talked to him. Let me tell you something. It's funny, right? Because I was talking to him about private labeling before I actually understood the real science of private labeling. And see, that credit goes to you because you made that. I mean, you gave me that terminology, private labeling. Well, I just told him, I said, look, man, you need to try to find you some furniture polish and put your name on it. That's what I call it. Put your name on it. I didn't use private labeling. So I've been talking to him about beginning to private label things. Because I said, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. So when I met you, I mean, it just taken my... I ain't gonna lie, I'm telling you, brother, man, you done took my game to a whole other level, especially because I'm able to give my people better training now, you know, and I'm giving them the terminology so when they go out here and they start to recruit, guess what? They can speak to their potential, you know, their potential salespeople, you know, about, you know, how the business structure should happen, you know, and not just be thinking so small, not be thinking as an individual, because like you said earlier, it's about giving. And I tell them, I said, you have to be willing to share this opportunity. I said, it's not just for you, just like it's not just for me. And I say, we as the black people, we need to find things that we can connect to and begin to situate ourselves in our community as far as generating income.
Now, I'm glad you said that.
We around waiting on a check, man.
I'm glad you said that. Patrick, check this out. As I spoke to him, I'm speaking to you. I've done it with you too as well. And I said this about last week or week before. I said, just for a moment, just imagine who else in your town, your city, the next city, that's actually going into a business, get their business card, take their business card, scan it, go and send it off to the artist, get that in private label for other companies, and open up a whole new market for you and your children. Who's doing it?
Nobody.
Who's doing it? Just please, somebody tell me who's in the fragrance industry and just putting other people's labels, shake them up, other people's labels on it. And that's why I tell me, look behind me. All those displays on the wall back there, those are all private label companies.
Mm-hmm.
I probably private label for about 300 different companies.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna stop. I'm still doing it. I just did one for a car wash the other day. I'm going to deliver it today, this morning, after I finish this broadcast. I'm going right over there to his car wash. Personally. And I found out this. Keep this in mind. When you're doing private labeling, you as the business owner is going to have to set it off first, because people, your vendors, your workers, they're not going to believe in the system until you close some deals.
Mm-hmm.
You got that furniture store.
Mm-hmm.
It's imperative that we private label for him. You already talked to Trudy, right?
I talked to Trudy. Matter of fact, I emailed her earlier this morning.
There it goes. That connection,
Mm-hmm.
that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
When you private label for that furniture store, he's so close to you that he's going to, all you gotta do is say, you know anybody else that may want some private label? He gonna say, yeah. How many businessmen and women do you think that furniture guy knows?
I know he knows a good bit because he's been in business for over 10 years. You know, so
when you go over there, when you private,
just myself though.
Go ahead.
I know a lot of business people.
Right, but watch this. That furniture cat though, when you do that and then your team goes over there and sees it, say, go on next door. Go on over there and see what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to impact those young cats like nobody's business.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I tell most people, you need a private label for your children, just to do it, and your wife. I've done that. Have you, Patrick? Have you private label for your wife yet?
Yeah, she got her displays in her shop. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking. I'm gonna open it. Go ahead, y'all can talk now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you something I love about the private labeling, right? It comes from two different aspects in particular, right? Number one, it removes you from the psychological competitive mindset of dealing with another business owner.
You got it.
You see?
You got
Because
it.
when you say to them, hey, I want to do this for you, for your company, so you can make more money.
Lord have mercy.
You see? Because when I put your name on here, see, it speaks to their vainness.
Oh my goodness.
And if you're in business for yourself, all of us have it. But as you grow and you mature and you begin to give and you begin to help people, you understand, the importance of helping other people make more money. Because if you help enough people make more money, you have to make money.
And believe me, and believe this. Go ahead, Patrick, because believe this. When you get into the private labeling sector, you ain't got no competition, buddy. You ain't got no competition, not in the fragrance industry, because the local yokels don't know nothing about this, baby. Trust me. You are gone.
Mm-hmm.
You are gone. You'll be buying this stuff by the barrels before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me.
Yeah.
You have zero competition.
Dealing with the fragrances, most of the people who are wholesaling oils and things like that, they're not even talking to people about privately.
They don't have a clue.
No.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Okay.
Guess what I figured out? The Holy Spirit told me the odds of them crossing into that is next to zip. because they're so engulfed in what they're doing already that they don't have the time to mess around. They're making so much money, like on Canal Street, they're making so much money. He can't even fathom doing that for himself. He got so many people coming in there to buy his stuff that he ain't got time to deal with teaching somebody else how to be successful.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So the quicker we move on that private labeling, we're gone. I'm telling you, your income, it will go definitely double. I know this business. Your income will double. It will. That's the power of private labeling, but you gotta still keep in mind, like Brother Keith said, it doesn't matter. Distribution is distribution. You can do it in this name or that name, especially in this business. Right, right, Keith?
That's right, man. That's right.
You don't make those clothes. You don't make the clothes, but you make the clothes, like the clothes business be better. That's all you're doing. You make the clothes business better.
Well, see, you become the promoter. You know, the promoter of that product. If you want to do a concert, I mean, you know, I used to do hair shows and rap concerts and R&B concerts. I went out and I paid the artists to come to my city so that my people can see them. And I promoted them so everybody would come and see them. I made them believe they needed to come see this guy, this girl. You know? So that's what I got to do with my product.
Absolutely.
Distribute it, promote it.
You got it,
brand
buddy.
it.
You got it. If you fight for that, if you do that almost every day, you find a way. I do it every day, man. I find a way to private label for somebody. And I talk about it all the time because I know one thing. I don't have no competition. That's why I push so hard. I flood the market. By the time I look around, everybody needs me. They need me. Who they gonna call? Who they gonna call if they want private labeling on them burning oils and air fresheners and body oils? They gotta call me.
Yeah.
And that's power. Here come one of my other brothers. Hold on. This Cliff. We're on the air, brother. We're on the air right now. I was hoping that you called in. I wanted to talk to you about yesterday. Hold on, brothers. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm going to clear the air. I'm going to clear the line with Patrick, and you call right on in. Call me right on in. Come on, 404-286-6700. Yes. All right? Thank you. God bless. Hey, Patrick, I'm about to clear one of the lines. I appreciate you calling this morning, brother. God bless you.
All right, I'll see you later.
I'll see you later. All right, peace and love.
All right, Keith.
All right, bro. Okay, brother, keep up the work, baby.
All right, Mark. All right.
Keith, hold on, Keith. Keith, you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. The line's open. That's good. The next line. I think my boy Clifford. Now, Clifford, that should be calling in. Clifford is from Baton Rouge.
Okay.
And he's handling things down there, boy, with that chronic killer.
Okay, good.
So that's what made me think about you this morning.
I just left Baton Rouge last night.
I know that's your stopping ground too, and we're gonna. I can't wait till you two cats get together. Cause wait till he calls. That's why I was talking about private labor versus, just distribution of somebody else's product, because this cat is a poster child for how to do it. You know. I can't believe. Now, he could have went private label on his own, but he realized that I'm already a brand down there, and that he could open up the market. He made his second order yesterday. He called me last night. He didn't even get the order that he just ordered. He said, "Man, I'm getting ready to buy drums of that stuff this weekend." Already. Here he comes. Here he comes. Hold on.
Okay.
Caller, you on the air.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
What's up, Cliff? I'm getting ready to conference us in. Hold on. Hey, Brother Keith, I want you to meet Brother Clifford.
Shalom, shalom. How y'all doing this morning?
Doing great.
Brother Cliff. What's going on, man? Another beautiful stage.
Yes, it is. Hey, Cliff.
Absolutely.
Hey, Cliff.
What's going on?
Time is kind of short, but we're going to get right to it real quick.
Okay.
What made you go with Chronic Color brand?
Man, it's the best in the market, man. It's the best in the market, bro.
So why didn't you go private label, though?
Uh-huh.
Why didn't you go private label?
I'm going to, I mean, y'all fix something. Don't fix something that don't need to be broken. Man, I see it.
Nice. That's nice. No, how are you doing with the product? How's it catching on down there?
Oh, man, this is awesome. That's all I can tell you. It's awesome.
Now, where you at? You in Baton Rouge, right?
Yeah, I'm in Baton Rouge. I mean, it's a few competitors out here, but, they don't stay in
on my
this.
TV show.
The kind
I'll
of
call you
we
right
share,
back. Okay, man.
Man, when they smell it, when they smell that powder to it said itself, man. That's all I can say. It said itself.
So are you considering doing private labeling for yourself?
In certain aspects, I will. But mostly, I'm pushing straight products for it. But if there's going to be times that I'm going to go with my own private labeling, and that's just due to the market that I'm going to introduce the product to.
Yes. So
But
because we spoke about the auto dealerships. We even talked about your wife's brand. Tell me about your wife's brand. The significance of it.
Oh, you talking about the Taylor Celeste?
What's the name of her label? Is it Celeste or something like that?
Yeah, Taylor Celeste. Taylor Celeste. What's ironic about it? This one I made was divine. To put together, the company is having about the products, and she decided to go with her sister. She has a petite sister, middle name Celeste, and she just so happened to look up to see what Celeste means, and Celeste actually means heavenly. It's crazy, man. It kind of blew our mind. Just ironically, that we were going with her sister's middle name, and it meant heavenly,
Yes.
I mean, that kind of blew us away, that's sort of like confirmation from a genetic man. That it had to come from the man up above,
Absolutely. And your boy Keith is from New Orleans, and he's down Baton Rouge all the time.
Oh, okay. You from that aren't you?
Yeah, I'm from the NO.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm from the NO. I actually used to live in Baton Rouge for a little short stint back in 2003, and again after the storm in 2005, I was living in Baton Rouge for a little while. So, but I tell Brother Pat, I come to Baton Rouge just about every day because I got like 2 salesmen down there. So. Yeah, I come through Baton Rouge all the time. That's one of my market areas. I got about 5-6 cities, that I travel to and from throughout the week.
Oh, okay. I got you. That'll work.
So we gotta get you two together so y'all can meet each other.
Because when I'm over products, I always run across a few people say, "Oh yeah, I got some of that before from them saying about it." So you remember some products. Yeah, man, we do have to get together, man.
Yep, I'm gonna connect y'all right after the show. I just want to thank both y'all for being on the show. I gotta end it, man. It's 9 o'clock. So I love both of y'all. Y'all are gonna be exchanging numbers today. Y'all gonna be in touch with each other today. You understand?
Man, we got to send news out on fire.
Absolutely. So let's continue. Let's continue to let's continue.
On fire with this good.
Let's do it. Hey, let's continue to share. Let's continue to conference into each other, and let's continue to grow. I love you guys. God bless you. Have a great day.
All right.
Peace and love. Hey.